Distinguished guests, in the name of the entire Elms College community, I welcome you to the ceremony of investiture of Dr. Youri Dumay as the 11th president of the College of Our Lady of the Elms. I begin this ceremony of investiture in a spirit of thanksgiving to God for blessings on the college and in a spirit of joy shared with Dr. Dumay and his family and friends. Please join in the singing of the national anthem led by David Ho, class of 2018. Our flag bearer is Rudolph Graham, class of 2017. The national anthem will be followed by the invocation to be given by the Most Reverend Mitchell Rosansky, Bishop of Springfield.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch was so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-string go bend away o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Let us pray. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Good and gracious God, we thank you for being here this day. We thank you for the call that has been so generously responded to by Dr. Youri Dumay. We ask, Lord, that you continue to bless him in his presidency as he leads this College of Our Lady of the Elms. As we witness this inauguration today, draw us closer to you and to one another. May we, the students, faculty, alumni, Board of Trustees, and all the supporters of Our Lady of the Elms continue to live up to the high standards and ideals that are set by this blessed institution. We ask for your blessing upon Dr. Youri Dumay, upon all of us, and may we who seek to do your will help to bring your light and peace and hope to our world. We pray all of this through Christ our Lord. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen.
Please be seated. Thank you, David, Rudy, and thank you, Bishop Rosansky. This afternoon, we gather together for the formal ceremony of investiture. This celebration honors an individual, Dr. Youri Dumay, and simultaneously honors the entire Elms College community. We will hear of the vision, experience, and knowledge of Catholic higher education that our 11th president brings. And we will hear words of encouragement, confidence, and excitement in our future under the leadership of Dr. Dumay. Let us remember today's investiture as another hallmark in the story that is the continuity and tradition of our beloved institution. And let us also remember the vision and leadership and tremendous courage of those who came before. The promise, faith, commitment to service, and hope in the future of the founding Sisters of St. Joseph lives on today because of the countless individuals who kept and keep the mission and vision of the sisters alive and thriving. As we all, building on our strengths, will boldly move into the future under the leadership of Dr. Harry Dumay, let another chapter in the almost 90-year history of this great Catholic institution that we know fondly as Our Lady's College begin today. I now invite Daniel Shalati, Associate Professor of English, to come forward to present for the first time a poem commissioned especially for today's investiture. Dan.
Hello, everyone. The red-winged blackbirds come, the red-winged blackbirds go, for Dr. Harry Dumay. I suppose that if I have a care I would like to outlive me, it would be my care for passage. For steam trains, planes, and ferries, yes, but these aren't anything more than human shells. For example, does any species besides ours grow anything? Tomatoes, beards, can a duck grow a beard? Long have I walked in the woods, in the words for bolting deer, for harbor stench, for fricatives, for caterpillars, and war. Tenuousness, I am not afraid of you as I walk along a shore in early autumn. You will not keep me from giving a crooked smile to the passerby. Even if they don't smile back, I know that at one moment in their bang the drum lives, they learned the word for goat, and they couldn't stop laughing.
Thank you, Dan. I now invite John Dunphy, Management Major, Student Government Association Vice President, and a member of the class of 2019 to come forward to give greetings from the student body. John.
Hello. On behalf of the students of Elms College, it is an honor and privilege to welcome Dr. Dumay into our college community. Dr. Dumay, as we begin this journey together, we look forward to learning from your experiences and wisdom that you bring to our beloved college. Likewise, we are excited to share with you what we treasure most about our community. As we hope you have already learned, Elms is truly a welcoming place where we take seriously our core values: faith, community, justice, and excellence. Faith, in the power of education founded on the tradition of the Sisters of St. Joseph. Community, responsive to the needs of others and compassionate to human condition. Justice, for every member of our campus, we strive towards a common good and improvement of life of all people. Excellence, which is needed most as we strive towards the realization of our fullest potential. The challenge of living with these values is by no means small, but together, under your leadership, we look forward to upholding these ideals. In the words of St. Mother Teresa, yesterday is gone, tomorrow has not yet come, we only have today. Let us begin. Thank you.
Thank you, John. I now invite Eileen Kirk, Associate Director of Campus Ministry, to come forward and give greetings from the staff. Eileen.
On behalf of the professional staff, congratulations, Dr. Dumay, on your formal installation as the 11th President of the College of Our Lady of the Elms. The theme of this inauguration, Building on Our Strengths, speaks of the rich history of the college's 89 years of educating principled and creative learners. Mother John Berchmans and Bishop Thomas O'Leary had a vision in 1928 to enable our graduates to leave this institution with the imprint of the Elms' great heart and bring to the wider community a love of learning, a life of service, and a generous spirit. Our staff is a committed group of individuals who also embody the Elms' great heart, and we daily strive to serve the student body and the entire Elms community. We do this in a myriad of ways: in recruiting new students, in the business office, financial aid, and student accounts, in supporting the administrative and academic departments, in marketing and document services, in helping to form community in the dorms and on the campus, in keeping us safe, in keeping the buildings and grounds maintained, in keeping us fed in body, mind, and spirit, through the Office of Institutional Advancement, through ensuring we are connected and we have the needed resources for education, through handling the numerous details at each of our 7 off-site campuses, and enhancing the educational experience in the library and Center for Student Success, through student and classroom scheduling and student affairs programming, and being the ones in each office who offer a listening ear when students need it. We keep each other encouraged to do what is best for the common good. The staff understands the awesome task before them. To quote Randy Bachman of Bachman-Turner Overdrive, we are taking care of business every day. In the first months of Dr. Dumay's tenure, we have witnessed a president who is engaging, approachable, transparent, humble, responsive to the community, committed to the mission, shows a genuine interest in students, faculty, and staff, and is present in the moment in each interaction. At last month's Agape Latte event, Dr. Dumay compared the college presidency to that of being a conductor, pulling together the many pieces of an orchestra and creating order and beauty. It is all about motivating people to be the best they can be. Maestro, President Dr. Harry Dumay, there may be days when we are out of tune, but be assured that we will always regroup to get back in sync. We promise you that your orchestra of students, faculty, staff, and alumni stands ready to support you. We rededicate ourselves today to nothing less than excellence as we build on the heritage of the Sisters of St. Joseph and together work to further the mission of Elms College. Thank you, Dr. Dumay, for inviting us to be part of your legacy.
I now invite Dr. John Lambden, Professor of Psychology, Chair of the Division of Social Sciences, and Faculty Presiding Officer, to come forward to give greetings from the faculty. Dr. Lambden.
Thank you. Dr. Dumay, distinguished members and guests of the Elms College family, it's my distinct pleasure to welcome Dr. Dumay on behalf of the faculty and our teaching staff to Elms College as our 11th president. He's my 5th, but who's counting? To me, Dr. Dumay is to know that he calls himself Harry, that he is keenly interested in listening to what you have to say. The only complaint I've heard since he arrived is that if you happen to be walking across campus with Dr. Dumay, you can count on being late because he will stop and introduce himself or talk to everyone he sees and will take the time he needs to hear what they have to say. We are more than welcome. We are more than happy to give him a little extra time because we are delighted that he's listening. As teaching faculty, we often think of ourselves as the academic heart and soul of the college. And we sometimes get distracted by our work and by the inequities that we see around us in the world. Yet we are committed to fully participate in the shared governance of this college. We are ready and willing to join Dr. Dumay and to work towards our common goals of building the college and addressing the needs of our students, our community, and our world. Dr. Dumay has expressed his strong commitment to our core values and to the collaborative work that it takes for our continued success. In these troubled times, we need clear, critical thinking and collaborative work more than ever before. It's interesting that most faculty members are trained in their disciplines, but not in teaching, with the exception of our education faculty. The rest of us learn on the job. Dr. Dumay, however, was trained in academic administration, although most presidents of colleges were trained also in their discipline and not in the art of presiding. Dr. Dumay has deliberately and carefully prepared for this moment, and we are proud to welcome him and to share with him the task of building on our strengths. Dr. Dumay, on behalf of the faculty, welcome to the Elms College family. Thank you all.
I now invite Jennifer Putnam, class of 1993 and chair of the Elms College Alumni Board, to come forward to give greetings from the alumni. Jennifer.
Good afternoon, Dr. Dumay. As president of the Alumni Association Board, I am honored to be here today representing the more than 12,000 alumni of the College of Our Lady of the Elms, including the first doctoral degree graduates. It has been an amazing journey for the Elms since our humble beginnings of 37 women who made up the charter class. Today, we have an enrollment of 1,500 students, both male and female, representing a diversity of ethnicities, cultures, ages, religions, and interests, as well as programs available online and on and off campus. Today, our alumni live in 49 states and in countries around the world. The success of this amazing growth is due in a large part to the synergy of administration, faculty, staff, alumni, and students working together to better their lives and the lives of others, and in their support and dedication to the Elms. But growth must continue, and there is always more work to be done. By working together, sharing the same mission and commitment to the college, we can continue to move forward into the future with confidence that our beloved Elms remain steadfast in the outstanding education of future generations and instills in them the values and traditions that are unique to the Elms. As alumni, each and every one of us can help ensure a solid future by promoting the Elms through sharing our experience, financial support, volunteerism, and encouraging involvement. This is truly an exciting time to be a part of the Elms, with our new president taking helm as we enter our 90th anniversary year. All of us can be a part of this exciting time of change and growth and look forward to a successful future. With Dr. Dumay's vision and commitment, and all of us working toward a common goal, we can be certain that the Elms will continue to provide leaders for the future of the college and for our society. So welcome to the Elms family, Dr. Dumay. We are honored and proud to have you as our president, and we hope your tenure will be successful and happy.
Thank you, David. I now invite Dr. Stephen R. DeSalvo, President, to come forward to give greetings from St. Anselm College. Dr. DeSalvo.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the entire St. Anselm community, it is an honor to share with you some remarks about my friend and my colleague, Dr. Harry Dumay. As many of you know, there is a special bond that exists between Our Lady of the Elms and St. Anselm College. Brother Joachim served both institutions as president. Former President Jim Mullen sent his daughter Frankie to St. A's. She graduated last year. And now another St. Anselm leader has made his way to the presidency here at Elms College. At first glance, Harry Dumay and I could not be more different. He's a tall, athletic Haitian. I'm a short, fair-skinned Italian. He knows how to kick a soccer ball, and I can hit a golf ball. He grew up in a very small town in Haiti, while I was raised among 8 million people in New York City. Harry is a sharp dresser who shops in the finest of stores. I ask my wife for advice to make sure my clothes match. Harry is calm and often soft-spoken. I am Italian. And yet, at our core, we are very much the same type of person, energized and focused, with a desire to transform things for the better. Our families always come first. We are always interested in meeting new people and asking ourselves the same question: are we doing our best to serve our students? Harry is like the brother I never had, someone with whom I can confide, seek advice, and learn from. He is the type of leader so desperately needed in higher education, especially Catholic higher education. His moral compass points inward towards his heart, always knowing that doing the right thing is the most important judge of a person's character. We spent many long days together getting to know one another, but the most important time we spent was when I visited his homeland several years ago. Our trip to Haiti was sparked by the common interest we had in exploring global health initiatives. Harry knew that the only way to truly appreciate a program was to see it in action. Through the generosity of one of our trustees, Rich Melia, who's with us today, we were able to schedule 4 days in Haiti visiting a nursing program and an elementary school. I learned about the Haitian culture, met some of the people that helped guide Harry in school, And I even interviewed his niece, Sabine, now a star student who will graduate from St. Anselm College this spring. One of the most memorable parts of the trip came when we sat in a car for almost an hour trying to get through one intersection in downtown Port-au-Prince. There were no stoplights or stop signs at this intersection. It was organized chaos with cars coming from several directions, each inching forward to try and gain a better position. Cars came within inches of one another, never touching, but causing great anxiety for the passengers. People walking beside the cars were carrying baskets on their heads, some selling local food grown in nearby fields, some begged for money. The entire experience gave me a greater appreciation for why Haitian cab drivers in New York were so good at navigating the streets of the city. So here are a few lessons I learned from our drive through the intersection that day. They can all be applied to the college presidency, so listen very carefully, Harry. Number one, always stay the course. Do not wander off the path, lest you find yourself stuck in a tangled web. 2, be patient. Success is not always measured by time. Reaching your destination sometimes takes longer than you anticipated. 3, be kind to those less fortunate around you. Mindfulness is a powerful tool that enlightens your own well-being while positively affecting the lives of those around you. Know how to navigate through obstacles. The linear path is not always available. Anticipate roadblocks and learn how to turn them into opportunities. Trust the person in the driver's seat. When you empower others, you trust in their ability and their judgment. Make sure there's enough gas in the tank. The years go by all too quickly, and having the right work-life balance means taking care of yourself too. Clean the windshield. You must have a clear view of what is ahead. If it's hard to see in front of you, it will be hard to navigate a path forward. Make sure your tires aren't overinflated. In other words, keep both feet on the ground. Don't pump yourself up too much. Stay cool. Even when the temperatures escalate, take a deep breath and calm yourself down. And finally, pat yourself on the back once in a while. We often do not take time to recognize our own efforts. And if you can't pat yourself on the back, schedule a massage. It's been an honor to work beside you, Harry. I am fortunate to now have you as a colleague, as a Catholic college president. May God continue to guide and bless you in all that you do. Elms College is truly blessed to have you as their president. Godspeed, my friend.
I now invite the Honorable Richard J. Koss, Mayor of the City of Chicopee, to come forward to give greetings from the city. Mayor Koss.
Well, greetings and congratulations to President Dumay, to Maggie, Cassandra, and Joshua. We welcome you not only to the Elms community, but to our Chicopee community as well. As mayor, I look forward to a continuation of the partnership that has existed between Elms College and the city of Chicopee for many decades. Our cooperation and partnership will continue a long history between this school and our city. There have been many times when the Elms and the city have worked together. In the early 80s, then Mayor Robert Coomer utilized the Elms College for his mayoral offices, as unfortunately City Hall was rendered unusable due to severe damage from a fire sprinkler system that malfunctioned in the dead of winter. I happened to be city solicitor at the time, and I think for me it was just the beginning of a lesson of the importance of our College of Our Lady of the Elms to the city of Chicopee. Most recently, the city and the college worked together to secure the type of tax credits that are needed in this day and age to make the new Science Center a reality. I pledge to continue that bond of cooperation. Over the past 20 years, I've enjoyed the opportunity to work with your predecessors, either as a mayor or as a trustee of this college. From President Keating and the challenge of implementing coeducation, through successor presidents Froelich, Stelzer, Mullins, Breaux, and most recently, Sister Mary. And that partnership and cooperation has meant a lot to my city, and I believe a lot to our College of Our Lady of the Elms. Now as mayor and a trustee emeritus, I look forward to continuing to work with you, President Dumay, as you prepare students for leadership, service, and citizenship, and as we meet the ongoing challenges and create the successes your students and my citizens deserve. Welcome.
I now invite Congressman Richard E. Neal of the 2nd Congressional District of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts to come forward to give greetings from the federal government. Congressman.
Thank you, Walter. Your Excellency, Bishop Rosansky, Your Honor, Mayor Koss, Mr. President, faculty and trustees and students and members of the Alumni Association, a word of greeting on this very special occasion. Also, another word of greeting and a word of great gratitude for all of us that are assembled here today, and that's to President Joni Reisowitz and the Sisters of St. Joseph. The other unique aspect of this ceremony is that it was the Sisters of St. Joseph here in the Valley who, unlike any other group, welcomed the immigrant classes. They transformed the economics of the Valley with that welcoming message, you could do something with yourself. And we meet today with a new president who has experienced immigration and aspiration. The idea of achievement and opportunity, and America still in the world is the best place for it. The other noteworthy example I think that we should remind ourselves of on this occasion is, despite all of the arguing in America today about the role of higher education, remind ourselves that the unemployment rate for the college educated in America today is about 3%. So if you're not working, you're not trying with a college degree. Opportunity abounds in that next class of aspiration. They're seated right up there. And for all of us with that experience that I noted just a couple of minutes ago, we're bound by something else in this magnificent auditorium today and by the names of the people that are sitting on this dais and in that audience. We're all but 1 or 2 generations removed from the old country, and we have far more in common with those that we sit next to today than we really do still with what happened in the old country. Mr. President, congratulations from the United States of America.
Dream a world that's just and fair, freedom from hatred and fear, safe without want or care. Love will be our guide, overcoming greed and pride. Unity, dreams and visions set us free. Dare to lift your voices high, speaking truth from your heart. Now is the time to start. Hope points to the way, visions of a brand new day. Unity, visions and dreams are made for free. Oh, visions and dreams. Oh, visions and dreams. Start now, right now. Start now, right now. Sing a song to change the world. Sing it out in the night. Sing until you get it right. Grace abides in you, ready to transform, make new. Unity, dreams and visions set us free. Visions and dreams. Visions and dreams. Visions and dreams.
Thank you, Chris. I now invite Sister Joan Razowitz, SSJ, President of the Congregation of the Sisters of St. Joseph, to come forward to give greetings.
It is an honor to bring greetings from the Sisters of St. Joseph of Springfield to the Elms College community, and especially to you, Dr. Dumay, Maggie, and family. In 1928, on the brink of the Depression, a bright, gifted, energetic woman, Sister of St. Joseph, Mother John Berchmans, labored in earnest to open the doors of this college. It was truly a labor of love. Her vision opened doors of opportunity for thousands of women and men who came here to be educated for life, and to be educated that they might make a better living for their families. We are confident, Dr. Dumay, that as the 11th president of this college, you will build on the rich tradition that already exists here and build upon the values of faith, community, justice, and excellence that make Elms so unique. As the founding religious congregation of the College of Our Lady of the Elms, the Sisters of St. Joseph have a profound interest in and love for what happens on this campus. Dr. Dumay, you walk this campus in the company of all of us, sisters past and present, and you walk with the blessing of all of us. Our mission to unite neighbor with neighbor and neighbor with God echoes here at Elms, as Elms aims to empower each student to effect positive change in their communities and in the world. This is no small task. The mission of this college today affirms the founding tradition of the Sisters of St. Joseph. The cherished words of the mission proclaim Elms to be a community that is rooted in faith, educated in mind, compassionate in heart, and responsive to civic and social obligations. Dr. Dumay, to open doors of opportunity for all and to open doors of education for all is our legacy. We entrust this mission to you, asking you to care for it mightily and to carry it out boldly. Near Berchmans Hall, in the rotunda, there is a tiled plaque that reads, "I am the mother of fair love, fear, knowledge, and holy hope." Dr. Dumay, may you find this plaque if you haven't already, and in the finding come to appreciate not only the beauty of the buildings here, but much more. Signs of a spirit that are sprinkled throughout this campus and make it live. As you walk around Elms each day, may you breathe in the energy and spirit of so many of our sisters who spent their lives not simply teaching here, but building elms, loving elms, being elms. Like Mother John Berchmans, who acted upon her vision to open doors of opportunity, may you, Dr. Dumay, trust the vision that you bring to Elms. As you walk across Keating Quadrangle and hear of the stories and challenges of Kathleen Keating and so many other of our SSJs, may you too confidently meet new challenges in the coming years with great courage and compassion. And in the Dooley Center, heart of campus ministry and action, may you find much joy in bringing people together. And like our own Mary Dooley, may the gift of your presence on this campus create a more caring and loving community, letting every student, faculty, and staff member now know how special they are because they are made in the image and likeness of our God. Dr. Dumay, as you take on the responsibilities and the privilege of serving as president of the College of Our Lady of the Elms, know that you have the loving and prayerful support of the Sisters of St. Joseph. May you find inspiration in the worthy mission of this college, and like the foundress, may your work among us truly be a labor of love.
At this time, I invite Dr. Donna M. Carroll, President of Dominican University, to come forward to reflect upon Dr. Harry Dumay as the 11th President of the College of Our Lady of the Elms. Dr. Carroll.
Good afternoon. The inauguration of a president is an intimate moment in a crowded room. It's a free fall into the heart of an institution. And when you stand up with that medallion around your neck, you are different. You are connected to a larger purpose, responsible for the welfare of a community, and truly humbled by the burden of hope. I'm delighted to be here today to share this glorious and intimidating moment with Harry and Maggie Dumay, to extend greetings from CIC and ACCU colleagues from across the country, and most important, to affirm your choice, not only of a talented leader, but also of a good man and a capable steward of the mission of the College of Our Lady of the Elms. It was my privilege to mentor Harry and Maggie through the presidential discernment process. This was a year of reflection about fit, not the do you have the right skills type of fit, but what I might describe as an exercise in the alignment of souls and values and disposition. You see, the presidency is not just a job. It's a lifestyle, and very often it is a relentless one. And the extent to which the beliefs and the priorities of the president dovetail with those of the institution makes all the difference. Elms College has found an able soulmate in President Harry Dumay, and he has chosen you as a community within which to share his gifts and his passion for excellence and equity. There is no richer context for such vocation-driven leadership than in a small Catholic college. That I know personally from 24 years of experience. Leadership here is deeply relationship-centered, anchored by story and tradition, and yet agile and responsive to students' need for meaning as well as career success. A Catholic college president is the caretaker of a faith community as well as an academic enterprise. And the education that you hold in trust is about character formation and the creation of a more just and humane and sustainable world. Harry understands that calling. Of course, it does not hurt that he is as adept financially as he is poised and caring personally, because the business of private higher education is challenging. And at smaller mission-centered institutions like the Elms or my university, Dominican, it is always about making thoughtful choices, well-studied and clearly communicated. And I have every confidence that President Dumay will work collaboratively with the sisters, trustees, faculty, and staff to strengthen and direct the college in the service of its mission. When Harry, Maggie, and I were talking in preparation for Harry's campus interview, Harry was nervous, appropriately so, understandably so. I remember telling him, "You've done your homework. Now go to the interview and have fun. Enjoy yourself. Get to know the academic community and let them know you. See how it all fits." He did, and you did, and here we are today. On this auspicious day of Thanksgiving and commitment, I leave you with my special recipe for leadership, useful no matter your position. 1 part skills, 2 parts disposition, add perseverance as necessary, sift out ego, and sprinkle liberally with joy. I wish President Dumay, his lovely wife Maggie, Josh and Cassandra, and you, his newly adopted Elms College family, great joy as you embark on this new academic adventure. God bless.
I now invite Cynthia A. Lyons, Chair of the Board of Trustees of the College of Our Lady of the Elms, to come forward for the installation. Board Chair Lyons.
Good afternoon. Today we officially acknowledge Dr. Harry Dumay as the 11th president of the College of Our Lady of the Elms. Dr. Dumay continues in the tradition of our 10 previous presidents, beginning with Bishop Thomas O'Leary almost 90 years ago. True to the college's mission, as envisioned by the Sisters of St. Joseph, all our presidents have held Catholic higher education in high regard, demonstrated a commitment to service, and always believed in the potential of every student and the difference they can make in our world. Dr. Dumay promises to be a worthy steward of this legacy. Dr. Dumay, please step forward. The college's charter, as its original founding document, was signed in 1928 by the Secretary of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and authorizes the Congregation of the Sisters of St. Joseph of Springfield to establish in the city of Chicopee the College of Our Lady of the Elms. By virtue of the authority of the College of Our Lady of the Elms and exercising the authority as the chair of the Board of Trustees, I commit to you the charter of this institution. Since medieval times, the mace has been recognized as the official symbol of authority. At colleges and universities, the mace is a symbol of presidential authority and confers upon the president his right to govern. The mace is used in ceremonial occasions and its presence is symbolic of the fact that the authority of the college is present with us today. As the passing of the mace represents the transfer of institutional authority by the Board of Trustees from one administration to the next, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I now transfer to you the official Elms College mace. Oops. And lastly, the medallion. This is the original medallion created by the college's first president, Bishop O'Leary. The medallion is engraved with the seal of the college, as well as the seal of the Diocese of Springfield. And I now wish to present it to Dr. Dumay with the request that he be the steward of this significant piece of our history while he is here serving as the 11th president of the College of Our Lady of the Elms. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor to present to you the 11th President of the College of Our Lady of the Elms, Dr. Harry Dumay.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bishop Rosenski, Sister Joan and the Sisters of St. Joseph, elected officials, distinguished guests, alumni and friends of Elms College, on behalf of the students, faculty, staff, and trustees of the College of Our Lady of the Elms, let me welcome you once again to our beautiful campus. We are grateful and honored that so many of you were able to join us in this very special day for our institution. You've come from Port-au-Prince and Ouanaminthe, Haiti, Montreal and Laval, Canada, from Minnesota, Illinois, the District of Columbia, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts. Thank you to our 45 sister colleges and associations who sent delegates and representatives. I'm particularly happy to reunite with former colleagues from St. Anselm College, Harvard University, Boston College, and Boston University. I'm also delighted that the government of Haiti is represented today by the President of the Haitian Senate, the Honorable Youri Latortue, who is accompanied by his wife, Irvelle Latortue. I feel especially blessed that several relatives and family members are here today, especially my sister Chantal, my brother Joe, my sisters Marlene and Agathe, and members of their family. I say a prayer of gratitude every day for my wife Maggie and our children Josh and Cassie, who are also here with us. Dear friends, thank you all for your presence. Thank you for coming together with us as we honor our past with pride, as we celebrate today's accomplishments with gratitude, and as we look to the future with excitement, determination, and clarity of purpose. The story of the College of Our Lady of the Elms intersects very much with the story of the namesake of the building in which we find ourselves today. Sister Joan Berchmans, Mother Berchmans, for the congregation that she led for 36 years, epitomizes the work of the selfless hero. She conceived the idea for the college, raised the funds to get it started, watched over the construction of the first building, hired the first teachers, then moved out of the spotlight and turned things over to Bishop O'Leary, the first president of Elms College. Behind the scene, Mother Berchmans would continue to fret over every detail of the new institution. In her meticulously kept diary, we find an invaluable account of the institution's beginnings, including the first efforts to obtain accreditation. In the decades of diary that she kept, Mother Berchmans rarely spoke about herself. Yes, it is impossible to miss that her fingerprint was on every aspect of the birth and indeed the first years of the college. Her diary entries are devoid of flowery language, yet surgically precise. If she were particularly excited about a topic, she would allow herself up to 3 exclamation points to convey her enthusiasm. In preparing for this day, I have wondered how Mother Berchmans would feel about this occasion in the context of the history of the college. How many exclamation points she would allow herself. But more importantly, what one word she would use to capture the spirit of today. The word that keeps coming to mind is Magnificat. It is a word that announces the proclamation of joy, of excitement, of readiness for action, but above all else, a spirit of deep gratitude. Magnificat anima mea Dominum, et exultavis spiritus meus in Deo Salvatore meo. My soul proclaims the greatness of the Lord. My spirit rejoices in God my Savior. Now, I have not verified this with the Sisters of St. Joseph, but I will presume boldly that Mother Berchmans would have used 3 exclamation points today. It is very fitting that in her spirit we rejoice and express our deep gratitude to the Sisters of St. Joseph for their selfless ministry over the decades. It is indeed apropos that we recognize those on whose shoulders we stand before we look to the future with confidence and poise. To be here today, celebrating the inauguration of the 11th president of the College of Our Lady of the Elms, we follow in the footsteps of 10 former long-term presidents, several interim presidents, and their administrations. All have contributed in their way and ensured that the college made significant stride under their tenure. This was particularly true for the second longest serving president, Sister Mary Dooley. But the recent history was shaped by 2 innovators who are responsible for the renewal, in fact, the survival of the college. At the turn of the century, Sister Kathleen Keating, a native of Springfield, Massachusetts, an alumna of the College of Our Lady of the Elms, who had gone on to receive her graduate degrees in history at Villanova and Fordham, was called by her community and by God to serve as the 7th president of Elms College. When Sister Kathleen started as president, she faced the same challenges of maintaining a women's-only college without a significant endowment that had hit home for many peers of the College of Our Lady of the Elms. Sister Kathleen not only had the foresight and prophetic vision that change was needed, more importantly, she and the trustees had the courage and leadership to act on it, to take her community and her administration, the alumni of Elms College and the diocese, the press and the public through the journey of transforming Elms College. Through her leadership and commitment to intergenerational equity, she ensured that the College of Our Lady of the Elms would be here to serve a diverse group of women and men yesterday, today, and in the future. The recent past has also needed some courageous and innovative leadership. This is what Sister Mary Reap exhibited as she led over a tremendous growth at the college in the past 8 years. The accomplishments are numerous. Enrollment increased from 1,260 to 1,580. A net surplus from operations has been generated in each of the past 8 years to over $2 million per year in the past 4. Nearly $19 million were raised, a significant portion of which to complete the state-of-the-art Lyons Family Center for Natural and Health Sciences, thanks to a generous naming gift from the family of our board chair. Nearly $30 million have been invested in capital improvement. Sister Mary's innovative spirit has been even more evident from a strategic positioning standpoint. Our close partnership with community colleges has allowed us to expand continuing education and to advance the mission of making a strong college degree accessible to all. Thanks to the efforts of Sister Mary Dooley, Sister Kathleen Keating, Sister Mary Reap, and all other former presidents and their trustees, administrations, and faculty, we can be proud of the college's outstanding accomplishments. This past May, the college graduated our largest class, including our first class of Doctors of Nursing Practice. Our post-baccalaureate pre-medical studies program continues to attract talented students from throughout the nation and indeed the world. They leave our program to compete at the highest level. One of our graduates placed in the top 4% of all students taking the MCAT test this past year. This fall, there are undergraduate, graduate, and post-baccalaureate students involved in research with faculty in biology, chemistry, nursing, psychology, and communication sciences and disorders. One example is Michael Zolch, a biology major with Professor Janet Williams. Michael was involved in cutting-edge microbiome research in collaboration with New England Biolabs, one of the world's most innovative and best respected biotechnology companies. Another student, Ibrahim Garbo, spent this past summer in a prestigious and highly competitive summer internship program at the National Institutes of Health, where he carried out research focusing on curing blood diseases with sickle cell. Those are just a few examples of our students' academic success stories. Those success stories represent the strong foundation upon which we stand ready to build. In the past 3 months, our college community has engaged in reflection about our distinctiveness and our aspirations. Our soul searching revealed the following. We are a unique Catholic higher education institution shaped by the commitment to diversity that is found in the first sentence of our mission statement. We serve a diversity of students from a diversity of ethnic, racial, socioeconomic, academic, and life backgrounds. We engage with these students in a diversity of settings and a diversity of formats. We surround all of them with the Elms College hug, an intensely individual support system for success. And we prepare them to transform their own lives and to have a meaningful impact on the lives of others. That is the Elms formula, what our trustees call the Elms Plus. It is derived directly from the charisms of the Sisters of St. Joseph and their determination to make sure that those least likely to have a strong Catholic education are offered the opportunity to do so. Fully conscious of our distinctiveness, our aspiration is to be a reference in Catholic higher education, not only because of our commitment to diversity along many lines, but also because of 4 key characteristics that all happen to begin with the letter E. Our excellent academic programs, our experiential learning, our ethical students, the experience of a holistic education that we offer to all of our students. We aim to carry forward the reputation of the Sisters of St. Joseph for rigorous academic programs in general. Our graduates are known for their strong liberal arts foundation and their excellent preparations for professions such as nursing and education, or disciplines such as communication sciences and the disorders. In addition to maintaining a strong humanistic foundation and strengthening the reputation of these flagship programs, we will continue our interdisciplinary efforts to establish centers of excellence for which Elms College will be a reference. Through our efforts in entrepreneurial leadership, ethical leadership, urban education, and other innovative programs which our faculty will boldly put forward, we aim to offer concrete solutions to tough and complex regional, national, and indeed global problems. With almost half of our students coming from modest economic backgrounds, we are committed to providing all Elms College graduates, regardless of their life circumstances, with hands-on, practical learning that will make them ready for jobs or for competitive graduate programs the moment they graduate. Our aspiration is for every student to have the opportunity to engage in an internship, a research effort with faculty, a study abroad trip, or service-related experience. Some of these opportunities will be similar to those traditionally offered at other colleges. Others will be tailored to our segment of adult working students. The Elms College Plus is the notion that our students know that we are all part of something bigger than us. Ethics will not only be prevalent in the Center for Ethical Leadership, it will be pervasive throughout our program, in keeping with our Catholic identity. Our alumni tell us that an Elms College graduate is recognized by her altruistic disposition and by the concern that he has for his neighbor without distinction. Our efforts on stressing our Catholic identity will invite students to think about their impact on the world. We believe that education does not just happen in the classroom. It happens in residence halls, in the dining hall, on the quad, in those second and third spaces where students interact with each other, with faculty, with staff, and with members of the community. The Elms experience, which is the fourth E, is a holistic experience where resident students and commuter students, online students, and students at off-site locations feel the Elms hug through curricular and co-curricular activities, through opportunities for reflection and spirituality, and indeed, throughout their whole engagement with the college, in whichever form that engagement takes place. Through our excellent academic programs, our experiential learning opportunities, our ethical emphasis, our holistic educational experience, our purpose is clear. We aspire to advance the mission of the Sisters of St. Joseph and indeed the promise of higher education. With the high cost of a college education these days, some have questioned the value and purpose of higher education. At its core, American higher education has always been about individual freedom, democracy, and citizenship. Stemming from the medieval institutions of Bologna and Paris and the 17th century Oxford and Cambridge, our system of higher education evolved with the nation to become this typical American institution. One of its distinguishing characteristics is its universal aspiration. Reflecting our democratic principles, our higher education system has resulted in a variety of institution types ready to serve the full spectrum of needs and aspirations of a diverse population. Thus, according to philosophers of American higher education like Amy Gutman, colleges and universities have a social contract with the nation. They must dedicate themselves to serve as a beacon of democracy and assert the, quote, moral principles of non-discrimination, end quote. On an individual level, a college education should set ethical standards and, according to Shields, provide students with a moral compass. Catholic institutions embrace this moral and ethical dimension with a particular emphasis. The Catholic intellectual tradition stems in great part from John Henry Newman's exhortation to Catholics in England in his time, quote, to cultivate your reason, to get an insight into the relation of truth to truth, to understand how faith and reason stand to each other, end quote. In the latest issue of the Journal of Catholic Higher Education, Timothy Malden speaks of the commitment of Catholic colleges and universities to project actively into society and, quote, participate in the mission of the Church to transform the social order, end quote. This strong and active Catholic higher education is our promise to you, our students. We have chosen you because you have met the requirements to be part of our community of teachers and learners. You have chosen us to help you achieve your dreams and aspirations. You have chosen us because you know that we are committed to your holistic success. You have chosen us because you know that we are prepared to help you unleash your creativity, your passion, your determination to better yourselves and the world. You have chosen us because you know that genius is not reserved for a particular institution or a particular place. Genius awaits you in the classroom, in any conversation with a faculty member, in any study group session, when the proverbial light bulb goes on and your understanding and creativity are unbound. Our promise to you is to help you discover not only your intellectual genius, but also your genius for making the world a better place. Our commitment to you is to help you answer for yourself the philosopher William James' question, what makes a life significant? As the title of a certain book suggests, it takes a village to accomplish this work. Trustees, faculty, administration, staff, friends of the college, we are dedicated to this work together. All of us have had someone along the way who have contributed to where we are today. When I was a young boy growing up in Ouanaminthe, Haiti, if you had told me that I was going to go to the United States to study, I would have been ecstatic. If you had further told me that I would obtain several graduate degrees and a doctorate, I would have been a bit skeptical. If you had proceeded to tell me that I would be standing here before you today, I would probably not have believed you. The Lord works in mysterious ways. It took my parents' strong belief in education, of course, but it also took many villages to help me along the way. All of us are called to pay it forward and help someone else in the same way. Before I started at Elms College, the chair of the board, Cindy Lyons, shared with me something which could help me understand her connection to the college, and indeed, much of her family's work and philanthropic involvement. It is a poem by Will Allen Drumgoole called The Bridge Builder. In the poem, an old man who had crossed without any difficulty a vast and dangerous chasm turned around after he had gotten to the other side to build a bridge on the road he had just crossed. When asked why he was building a bridge on which he would never set foot, quote, the builder lifted his old gray head. Good friend, in the path I have come, he said, there followed after me today a youth whose feet must pass this way. This chasm that has been as naught to me, to that fair-haired youth may a pitfall be. He too must cross in the twilight dim. Good friend, I am building this bridge for him. This poem, I think, captures better than anything else the promise of the strong Catholic higher education that we aim to provide here at Elms College in the tradition of the Sisters of St. Joseph. We have the blessing to serve students with a diversity of faces and life circumstances. After they leave our institution, they will go forth through the world and create new paths for others. Good friends, we are building this bridge for them. May God bless us each and every day in this, our cherished endeavor, and may He continue to pour His blessings on the College of Our Lady of the Elms.
I now invite, please be seated. I now invite Jim Albert, Post-Baccalaureate Pre-Medical Studies, Class of 2018, to come forward to offer the benediction. Jim.
Just as Pope Francis asked the crowds to reach out his hands after he was elected, I ask and I welcome all of you to reach out your hands towards Dr. Dumay for the benediction. Au grand maître, bon Dieu remet, bon Dieu la vie, nous venons implorer vin salmodier ou, vin glorifier ou, pour bel benyen bénédiction ça, wap lage sous nous jodi a. Nap salmodier non grand-mère pour cadeau ça ou ba nous dans l'école ça. Cadeau petit ouan, petit garçon ça, docteur Harry Dumay, comme 11e président université ça. Nap souplié au grand-mère pour lui continuer suivre dans tout ça l'a fait pour l'université a. Pour lui prendre comme modèle li, et pour lui prendre comme modèle li tout, c'est Saint Joseph yo. Nap supplié autour grand-mère pour envelopper avec sagesse, l'intelligence, l'humilité, bon comprendre avec compréhension, afin que chaque décision l'y entreprenne pour l'université ça, car une décision qui reflète mission, vision et valeur universitaire. Ô grand-mère, bon Dieu reméant, n'a prié au conseil par l'intercession Marie, maman Jésus, petit touan, lui-même qui vivant, qui cap commandé ensemble avec vous, ensemble avec l'Esprit Saint, depuis tout temps et pour tout temps. Amen.
Thank you, Jim. This now concludes our investiture ceremony. Thank you. Thank you all for honoring Dr. Dumay and the entire Elms community with your attendance today. Please remain at your places until the platform party, trustees, college, university, and learned society delegates, faculty, and staff have recessed out of Veritas Auditorium. Please join Dr. Dumay for refreshments to be served under the tent on Berchmans Hall lawn. Thank you and good afternoon. Please stand.